the key of this song is D. Okay, so let's look at the scale of D first. Let's just refresh our minds with the scale of D first. Okay, so D becomes our 1, E becomes our 2, F sharp becomes our 3, and then G becomes our 4, A becomes our 5, B becomes our 6, and then C sharp becomes our 7. Then back to it, the 1, which is D. Okay, yeah. So the song starts off with this progression. It starts off on the 6, then to the 7, then to the 1, and then from there it goes to 4, 3, 2, 1, 5. Okay, so let's take our time and digest this. The first part of the verse starts on the 6, which is. So let's break down this chord. On my left, I have the regular 6. Okay. And then on my right, I have the 3, 6, 1. Or F sharp, B, D. And then the next chord is. This is more like a 7 over 5. So there's this 5 chord on my right hand, and there's a 7 on my left. Okay, so the chord for the 5 is A, C sharp, and E, or 5, 7, 2. Then to the regular one. Now this is the second inversion. This is the root chord, the first inversion, and then the second inversion for one chord, which is what? A, D, F sharp. Okay, so let's put it together. That's the beginning part of the verse. Okay, so from here, like I said earlier, from here we go to 4, 3, 2, 1, 5. Now let's break that down. On my 4, I have the 4 notes on my left. Now instead of playing single notes on your left hand, I would appreciate it if you're able to play an octave rather. An octave makes it sound heavier. Okay, so this is what I have on my 4. So on my 4, I have the D, G, and B, or 1, 4, 6, and then something interesting over here. I have a regular 1, 3, 5 over the 3, or D, F sharp, A. And then on my 2, I have the regular 2, like the triad, okay, which is what? So on my left, I have my 2, and then on my right, I have B, E, G, or 6, 2, 4, and then my 5. Okay, but study what I'm doing with my left hand over here. My left hand is now playing a 5 and a 2, okay, and then my right hand is playing a 5 chord, which is 5, 7, 2. Okay, so let's combine everything together and see with the verse. You see? Yeah. Now let's look at, and then the verse will repeat itself again. Okay, so let's look at some of the things we can do to change or spice up what we just played a little, even in this standard version. Okay, so before we play the 6, there's something we can do. Okay, so this is a movement you do to approach your 6. Okay, so it's very simple, very, very simple. The first movement is D, and then B, or the 1 and the 6. And then I'll move to the 2 and the 7, or E and C sharp, before the 6 itself. Okay, so this is the first one, D and B, and then E and C sharp before the 6. Okay. So the 6 and then 7, 1. Then I come to the 4. Yeah, very simple. Now for this part, yeah, we can do some few sweet movements here as well. Okay, let's look at these two movements. Okay, so what I did here was basically drop 2 movements. Okay, now if you don't know what drop 2 movements are, then I would advise you to go to the keyboard theory section. There's a lesson there about drop 2s. Okay, you will fully understand what drop 2s are about. It's nothing difficult to understand. Okay, so from there you get a full understanding of what I'm doing here, but you can still learn it as you are seeing it. Okay, so now there's a new movement we are introducing to what we have already done. Okay, so it's just my regular one, but this time I'm not playing the middle note here of the triad. I'm not playing the middle note of the triad, okay? Then I come and do the same thing on the 3. You see, formally it was what? A 3 over 1. Now, that's the whole concept of drop 2, okay? That we take the second highest note, we omit the second highest note. Okay, so for here we omitted the second highest note. Now over here too, we are omitting the second highest note. Same for here. This is the second highest note, right? So we will omit this one, and then come back to the 3 again. We will omit this one. We omit the second highest note. Omit the second highest note. Here we will not play any drop 2 voicing over here. We will play the regular 5. So it will go like this. And it's very sweet. It's very simple, but very sweet. Okay, so yeah. So take your time and practice. So now let's combine everything we have done so far. With the drop 2s. Now you will notice that in the cover, I was playing melodies. I was playing the melody line. Yeah, that was because there was no singer, so I have to do something like. Sorry. Melody. It's very nice when you add the melody to it, but it is not so necessary if there's a singer and you are accompanying the singer. It's not so necessary to follow the singer with the melody because somebody's already singing. Yeah, and I know we are learning this so that we can minister the song at church, and definitely there will be a singer. Yeah, so if there's a singer, you can just follow the singer with just the chords. So. For here, I don't see anything wrong with doing this over here. Okay. Okay, yeah. So let's go to the next part, which is the title of the song itself. What a beautiful name it is. Okay, so. Yeah, so over here too, it's not really necessary to do. Okay, so it starts on the 1. Then there was a chord I introduced in the cover. Okay, so the first chord is your regular 1, and then this is the second chord. So it's like a 1, then 2 to the 5, then 3 to the 6, 5, 4. Okay, so let me play everything together. So okay, so let's start. So from our regular 1, so then go to the 2 chord. Okay, now this is our 2 chord. Now on my left I have E and then D. Now this time you look at it carefully. Look at my left carefully. I didn't play an octave, but rather a 7th. Okay, so I have what? E and D, or like a 2 and a 1. So this is one of the nicest ways that you can actually play with your left hand. Okay. So, and on my right hand I have A flat, D, and then F sharp, or we can say flat 5, 1, and then the 3. You see? So this is our first time that we are employing a flat 5 note, right, in a certain chord. Okay. So we come to a 2, and then our regular 5. Now let's go to the 3. Now over the 3 2, you can see, look at my left carefully as well. You can clearly see that I've done the same thing I did on the 2. Instead of playing an octave, I decided to play the 3 and then what? The 2, right? So it's a very simple technique. Instead of playing, let's say 1 and then 1, I'll play a 1 and a 7, and then 2 and then 1, then 3 and 2, 4 and 3, not 4 and 4. So you always subtract the number here by 1, and then you always play it 7th, okay, by subtracting the number by 1. Yeah, you can take it like that. Then 5 over 4, and then instead of playing 6 over 6, you do what? 6 over 5, 7 over 6, and then 1 over 7. Yeah, it's a very sweet way of voicing your left hand. Okay, so this is our 3 again. So instead of playing an octave, which is made up of a 3 and a 3, you play a 3 and a 2. Okay. Now this is the chord I have on my right hand, which is what? B flat, D, and then G, or flat 6, 1, and then what? 4. So this is a flat 6, 1, 4. Okay. Okay, so let's combine it. So 1, then 2, 5, and come here. Okay. And on my left I have the regular 6, but on my right I have what? 5, 7, 1, and then the 3. Okay, so 5, 7, 1, 3. Okay. Yeah. So let me combine all. It goes like 1, then 2, 5, then 3, now 6, then 5, 4. Now on the 4 I have what? A 4, 6, 1. And I can do this. I can play 4 and 1 on my left, and then 4, 6, 1. Okay. Let's combine everything we have done so far. Okay. Go. have done so far. I hope you're able to practice along. Okay, so that's the first part of the chorus. Now, something interesting happened at the second part of the chorus. So the first part goes like. For the second, what a wonderful name it is, right? For the second part of the chorus, you will not go back to the 1, but this time on the 3. And this is the chord we are using on the 3. We have flat 6, 1, and then the 3. Now this voicing sounds very, very, very nice. Okay. Okay. But then the rest is the same. So. Now this time we'll go to the 6. Now we already know this chord, right? 6, then 5, 4. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let me just play the chorus for you to get the understanding very well. Okay, for you to get it very well. To the 3. We'll go to the 5. Then 6, 5, 4. Let's go again. I'm adding the melody. Okay, so realize that there's an interlude right after the chorus, right? Now, I know that this will be very optional, depending on how the ministration goes. Okay, whether you may have to play the interlude over there or not. But like the melody for the interlude, if I remember very well, it goes like. It was like 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. Yeah, that was what they did, and then from there they went into the next part, right? Yeah, but the progression for the interlude is actually kind of the same as the next part of the song that we are coming to learn. Okay, so then to the 5. This is how the progression normally goes. Then 6. Then it comes to the 3. You normally just attach the interlude to it, so like. Then. So it's nothing difficult. The progression is the same as the second part. The interlude and the progression is the same. But during the interlude, you mostly hear 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so it goes like, it starts on the 4, then 5, it comes to 6, it goes to 3. So, the singer comes in, so 4, then it comes to the 5, then it comes to the 6. Let's play the 6 that we learned. Then it comes to 3. Yeah, you remember we learned this 3, right? This 3 is very nice. This chord is very, very, very nice. Okay, so then it comes to see, because this is a standard version, I really don't want to be mentioning confusing with chord names. You want to keep it as standard as possible. Okay, but actually this is an F sharp augmented seventh. Okay, yeah. So 504. Now, if you notice, I'm keeping it the timing of the song with my right hand. If you have noticed, I'm keeping the timing of the song with my right hand, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 6. Then it comes to 3. Now, for this part, I also prefer playing a 5 on a 3. This is also very nice. The regular 5 chord, I also prefer playing it on a 3. And then adding my 2 twins. Okay. So basically that is all for the song. Starts on the 4, that's for the second part. Then it goes to 6. Again 5. Then on the last part you won't go to 3 but the 5 before the chorus comes again, the last part. So always remember, for the last part, if the song leader gives you a hint that I've ended, know that you won't play a 3 at that part but rather 5. Okay, so from there you go back to the chorus. Then 4. Then come to your beautiful 3 chord over here. Then go to the 5. Then go to 6. 5. So basically this is the whole song, how the whole song goes like. Okay, so let me just play through from the beginning and let's see how it sounds like for what we have learned over here. So those are verse, right? And it repeats again. Now chorus. Down to 3. Now go to 3. And to the 5. Now 6, 5, 4. Okay, so let's do just one interlude. Let's go. Let's go to our 3. So let's say you have ended. Chorus. Sorry. Okay, so that's it for this song. I hope you take your time and practice it very well. And I know God will be with you in practicing it. Okay, so remember, we are spreading the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ through our talents, through music. Okay, that's the gift He has given us. So that is what we are doing. So make sure you sit down and then practice it very well. Make sure you get everything correct and go out there and minister this song. Okay. So I'll see you in the next lesson.